Now, Tottenham have appointed Roberto De Zerbi as their new head coach, with the Italian signing a 5-year deal with the club. Let's see what happens if they go down. The former Brighton and Marseille boss takes over as Spurs sides. They're currently 17th, just 1 point above the relegation zone. There are 7 games to go. Former Spurs and England goalkeeper Paul Robinson gave his thoughts about the appointment, speaking to Drive a little earlier.
I think it's an opportunity. He's a world-class manager. I think he's a top addition for Tottenham, and I think he's a manager that will do well. I think we'll see him play a different style in a very short space of time. He's got 7 games to keep Tottenham in the Premier League, so I think we'll see a different style of football, maybe not one that he wants to adopt long-term. He needs to go in there, he needs to make friends of the players, because he needs every single one of them between now and the end of the season, pick up results, and then he can build on next season. I mean, you look at what Tottenham did last year. They finished 17th last season, and they're fighting relegation again. So if he keeps them in the Premier League, he's only going to be able to improve them. I think it's a good opportunity for both him and the club.
Chris Cowlin, a regular guest on the show, joins us now from Spurs Chat. Hello, Chris.
Hi, Tony. Good evening.
Hi. I've seen a lot of articles from Spurs fans not happy with this appointment.
Yeah, there's not only articles, there's a lot of fans not happy about the appointment. But then again, there are a lot of fans happy with the appointment. So it's very, very mixed at the moment. But, what Paul Robinson said there, he needs to make friends with these players to try and get them playing and get points on the board. But, the fans at the moment are just extremely worried. I'm one of those worried fans, because it didn't matter who came in now. I think that there would be a lot of criticism, across the board, because we are on our 3rd manager of this season and the 4th manager in 10 months. So there has been an awful lot of change, but you're absolutely right. There are a lot of articles, there are a lot of supporter groups, there are a lot of individuals not happy with the appointment. And I don't think that is from a footballing point of view. It is because of the comments made, on Mason Greenwood last November, which I don't think any of us agree with, by the way. But I think that, a lot of these people, they are on the fan advisory board and the club's trust. So they will have the opportunity to talk to Roberto De Zerbi and key figures at the club. And what I think should happen, Tony, is when he does one of his first interviews to Zerbi, I think that he needs to address the comments that he made about Mason Greenwood, etc., last November, and hopefully, he can have conversations with them.
Yes, so Mason Greenwood, effectively, he left this country, went to Marseille, was signed there, and when he talked about him, he effectively kind of downplayed the allegations against him and painted him as a victim. It is fair to say all charges against Mason Greenwood were dropped, but I can understand the Spurs fans want some clarity on that. Also, I've seen that he's quite acerbic and quite strong-minded, Chris, and if Spurs don't rally to his cause straight away, I don't feel there's going to be too many arms around too many shoulders.
Yeah, he has to get off to a perfect start. He has to get off to, the best start possible. Away at Sunderland is the first game. And then, of course, his first home game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium will be against his former club, Brighton. But, his record at Brighton, the first 5 games that he managed in the Premier League, he didn't win one of them. He drew 2 and lost 3. So we can't have any of that sort of start under him. He needs to get off to the perfect start, needs to get these players performing a lot better than what we've seen this season. And, like he said in his short statement, the short-term priority is to climb up that Premier League table. And I'm absolutely delighted, by the way, that there is no relegation clause. It does seem that he is here for the project. He signed a 5-year deal. And I think that's a very positive message, that the fact that he will have a lot of belief in his own ability to get Tottenham to climb away from this relegation zone. So I like the fact that there is no relegation clause in there.
Chris, you can be my personal Spurs barometer. I'll chat to you as the weeks go by, and we'll see where you are. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers. Chris Cowlin there from Spurs Chat on the appointment of Roberto De Zerbi. Apologies for my work.